I'm thankful for this invitation, and I'm thankful to this program, but in this precise moment to this conference as an opportunity to reflect on things that have been done, and of course on things that need to be done. For sure, I'm not a fan of seminars and workshops and conferences, because I've spent a lot of time, a long time ago, in such kind of events, and then saw not very important things coming out. But in the same time, I strongly believe that what you are talking here and what we are all together for here, it's very, very important for this country. It's very important for this country in a very particular moment when we experience the exhaustion of jobless model of growth, and basically of a model that has been focused on the exploitation of all our resources and potential in a very unsustainable way. And so we are a bit now like a family that is struggling after having made a Monday and Tuesday fiesta with all it had in the fridge for the week. So we are around Thursday, and our big struggle is to find and to develop new sources of growth, and to change our model of development from a model based on some sources that apparently are not there anymore, like the construction boom, like remittances from immigrants, and also like the involuntary crediting of the government from companies, in a model that should be based on sustainability and on a very coherent and sustainable exploitation of our sources of growth, such as oil and gas, minerals, tourism, agriculture, and for sure manufacturing. And in that, it comes the very high importance of our education model, which also need to change, because it has been a model based on the big illusion that everyone can become a lawyer, that for everyone there is a possibility to become an economist. And so everyone had an opportunity to go through university without really going through a process based on competition and on merit, but through a process based on capacity of paying. And by doing so, we have lost skills, we have lost a lot of time and a lot of opportunities to build a qualified workforce. And so we are here experiencing the very fact that at the end countries do not differ among themselves from what they have, but from what they know. Because based on what we have, we could pretend to be well-developed country. We have everything country of our size with a population of our population size would need to be well-developed and well-set. But as a matter of fact, we are not. We are the second richest country in Europe for water resources, and who lives here knows very well that we have troubles to provide water to everyone 24 hours per day. We have troubles to irrigate all our land. We have troubles to survive floods. We have troubles to survive electricity problems, although we are supposed to be one of the countries with the highest hydropower potential. So compared to countries like Israel that do not have water and then have the best water system in the world, the question arises very simply, why this difference? And I think because of knowledge. And because of course, institutions. We lack institutions, we lack the knowledge that always make the difference between countries. And on the other hand, we have a big psychological, socially psychological problem to overcome, because through all these years we have taught our young generation that life will be fine if you have a diploma. And on the other hand, we have somehow left a very big empty space where, in fact, this country needs workforce for all type of skills. And the country that is pretending to have more foreign direct investment and it's not able to fulfill this empty space is in trouble. So we see investments in, again, in energy, and then companies opening their own courses, vocational training courses to train their workforce because they can't find technicians. The same in the oil sector, the same in tourism. So what we are trying to do now is to make sure this shift and to open a new path and to give to the young people not only one alternative, universities for easy life, but universities for them who can compete and who can get it based on their merit, and vocational training for them who can get the right skills to front life and also to make money and also to open a small business and also become big businessmen, why not? So in that respect, I think that we finally have, thanks to this program, a good strategy. Although I don't believe in strategies, frankly speaking, because I've seen so many, and I've seen as many fail, that, you know, I'm very skeptical, and very frankly speaking, this strategy was the one I found the time and the patience to read because I was very curious, and I found a lot of good things in that. So this country has never suffered from strategies. I think we have strategized more than many of developed countries, and that's why we are in this situation, because we have strategized a lot and we haven't done any of it. So if I'm not wrong, only in education during 20 years we had 7 national strategies, and we succeeded to have 2 different national strategies within 1 mandate of the same color government, just because we had 2 different ministers. So one minister had a national strategy, the other one had a totally different national strategy. Same party, same government, same mandate. And we ended, as you know, by having the highest number of universities per capita in Europe and the lowest number of valuable diplomas per capita in Europe. But this strategy is something that I appreciated first and foremost because it's not just about how to have good intentions on vocational training, but it's about how to match the private sector with education and how to give to people the possibility to realize through their time of learning that they are learning something useful, and through what they are learning they can have a decent life. Because our vocational schools were the best joke in the country so far. People learning how to fix electricity and not having any instrument in the class, but just some pictures of lamps and of wires and of walls and some theory where to get it and how to fix it. And for sure, it was not by coincidence that then the classrooms were empty. And I've seen EU projects fail spectacularly, you know. Money invested, beautiful school, beautiful inauguration, beautiful speech, EU ambassador, Minister of Education, community, and after a week nobody was there. And the school practically remained empty because it was missing this very important connection between education and real work, between school and enterprise, between the learning process and the doing process. So I think that you know much better than me what does it mean and where the problems are and where we failed to address the problems during so many years. But I would like to conclude this intervention hoping that was not the usual boring stuff a Prime Minister would say to an audience with so highly qualified expertise, that we are seeing good results, or let's say encouraging results, by simply switching the tone and by simply changing the profile of schools and connecting them with the enterprises. We're seeing good results. We had around, if I'm not wrong, 40% more people registering in vocational training schools, which is big. Although it's a relative number because it's 40% more of what we had, which is very low. But you know, it's our way as politicians to play with numbers. So I would say it's a big thing, 40% more. And but frankly speaking, it's a big thing because it's the most difficult step now is to tell people, look, the fiesta is over, diplomas are not giving you a real, the real life you're looking for if you don't have the real skills to confront the market. So the young people are getting it slowly but firmly, and also the numbers we are getting from the National Labor Service in the new offices we have opened are also encouraging. So we have many people that are asking and We have considerable numbers that are being hired by the companies. We are always receiving the same feedback from the companies that they are very, very much looking for people with skills. So to cut it short, I would say that we are just in the very beginning of our struggle. 6,000 people in the vocational training are not a big number, definitely, but are not an indifferent number if we consider that this is the very first year of a new approach. And it's a number that is as big as the 1994 registration. Now, usually we have to compare with 2024, but just we should consider that 1994 is a year that is showing, the decline of a previous system which was very much based on vocational training. So 6,000 is equal to that. 1994 has been the highest number since. We hope to increase it next year, same way, and then again and again. And I think this is not a very ambitious task, because it's absolutely doable and possible. So I thank you very much for what you have done, and I'm very grateful to this program, especially because it has been instrumental for us. I don't know how good you have been before, but for us you have been very good. And we hope to continue and to take advantage from your expertise and from your assistance. And we very much believe that numbers will continue to grow in that aspect, which I think it's what will comfort us at the end, not just to say that we have a strategy, but that we have numbers growing based on that strategy. So the strategy is an instrument that for us is very valuable, and hopefully we'll be able to feed the new model we are trying to build by having people with skills in all the sectors where we think new ways of growth are possible to be opened, and to change the chapter definitively, and not rely anymore on what we get from basically from remittances or from the construction boom, or even what I mentioned as involuntary crediting from the companies, because this is over, I think, and should be over. Otherwise, it would be a disaster. So thank you very much.